Welcome, sweet Virgo. Welcome, beautiful Earth sign, to Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. This reading is for June 2022. Thank you for joining me tonight. Shout out to Kathy from Divine Debut 11. She is my favorite reader out there. So if you haven't seen her channel, please check her out. For those of you visiting from her channel, thank you very much for coming and joining me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go over the reading here. It's a Tree of Life spread. So the way this is read is basically it's the top of the tree here, and then you have the middle of the tree with the branches, and then as you go down, you have the trunk of the tree, and then of course the roots at the very bottom. It is a pretty long spread, so I had to kind of move this up. Hopefully this is a better vantage point for everybody. Let's go ahead and start. In this type of reading, the issue is usually here at the beginning and in the fifth position as well. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, because it is in the issue position, is considered to be, upside down, specifically because the Nine of Pentacles is usually such a positive card. It does deal with monetary matters. So for some of you, it can represent maybe a disharmony in the home, financial stresses, of course, also because, we have earth sign as well as being the earth suit for the pentacles is also the earth suit. So for some of you, it could be monetary stresses. For others of you, it could be a possible theft. Maybe somebody stole something from you. So it's a sense also for if it's something emotional that you're kind of going through, it's probably giving you a sense of panic for some of you, or at least discomfort because you're going through this disharmony in the home, whether it be related to financial stresses or something that was kind of taken away from you. So let's see how we can maybe correct that situation or make it a little better. Here in the number 2 position, of course, it's a beautiful major arcana card, the Lovers. Now the Lovers here, it is in the number 2 position. It kind of shows me what kind of pushes you, what drives you. It is definitely the card of the soulmate, but it also can refer just to having a strong connection with somebody else. It could be a physical attraction as well with someone else, or just a deep love or kinship, kind of like a strong friendship if it isn't something romantic. So if it isn't something romantic, then it's just kind of like strong friendships and family kind of pushing you forward, keeping you going. So that's a very beautiful, positive card. Now here in the 3rd position, we have what you've either created or what you're kind of in the creating mode right now for the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, it is a card of recognition, acknowledgement for something you've done. It's an emerging of, of you going through all these struggles, becoming out a hero, obviously. For example, here with the 6 of Wands being a fire sign and so forth, it's a very strong card, very strong energy. The line here represents a symbol of strength and power. And then you have, of course, a crystal ball here. It represents a symbol of vision and enlightenment. And then the torch here is definitely also a position of, a symbol of victory. So you have a lot of positive things coming up, even though you have been going through these financial struggles or lack of harmony. If you're with coupled with someone, it could be a lack of harmony with your partner. So let's go ahead and continue to see what's going on here. For those of you that are in a relationship, it seems like, I'm sorry you're going through this. It's a 5 of Swords. This kind of shows me that, these swords represent like a betrayal. It could also be, someone cheating on you or using an unfair advantage to kind of gain advantage. So this is kind of like the theft that might have happened. Maybe it's not a theft exactly of monetary things, but maybe of your time, your efforts that you've put into maybe even the relationship with someone here. It is definitely obviously a backstabbing of swords. He's taking off with the other swords and kind of looks back as you kind of just move on. And this is the card just to remind you that even if you are going through this unfair situation, hang in there. There's a light of hope coming through. Don't bother trying to get these swords back or any kind of retaliation. Just leave it alone. Keep moving forward. Yes, you're going through pain. Yes, you're going through the struggle of getting through this painful situation and learning a lesson. But hang in there. Better times are coming. So just, the light's already coming through. leave that negative energy behind and just keep moving forward. Keep your positive energy moving forward. You have family and friends here, and you do have the strength card here with this Six of Wands is a very strong card that you will come out on top of all of this. You'll get through this. And I'm so sorry you're going through this. There's also with the Five of Cups, obviously dealing with emotions and everything. For some of you, it does show me that this is what you need to dissolve. This feeling of loss. She's having a feeling of loss, of lack of fulfillment, or feelings of emptiness, or maybe even guilt or despair, even for some of you, especially with this card, in combination with this comes right after it. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Just, keep on going. You're gonna be okay. You have to just, keep that strength going. This card reminds us, don't look at like kind of like these cups that kind of like spilled milk. Remember to look at the ones behind you. Right now, the moon's not lighting. Obviously, your whole path is not a full moon. So it's very, very dim. So you have to rely a lot on your intuition, on your friendships, on friends, that you can rely on. But remember, these are two other cups here. So even though this card is dealing with somebody that's being pessimistic and negative emotions or not, all this wasted energy that you're having on these emotions for what you lost, you have to, this card reminds us you have to now keep going past that. Learn and appreciate whatever lessons you have learned. And these two cups here, just go ahead and keep moving forward. It reminds you that these are positive things that are coming. You got to just look around and look at all the blessings you really do still have. So even though you're going through some hardship, I am sorry to hear that. But this card also reminds you that you will learn from those as a lesson in life. Keep going forward, and there are other positive things that are already starting to come through here. In the number 6 position, it's basically like the whole energy, the synergy of the whole reading. So we have the Hierophant, a major arcana card. This figure here represents tradition. Obviously, like very priestly, so it's order, rules, very tradition. He's kind of charged with keeping that tradition going forward and upholding those ancient beliefs and so forth. He's very wise and very learned, obviously, because of all that knowledge he has. So what he does, these cross keys here, just so that you know, it is, I guess this is what's called a matrix symbol, the symbolizing of those keys on there. Is the unlocking of this wisdom and higher truth. So this kind of traditional sense of thinking and so forth, very religious. Obviously, you can see all the different symbols there. It just kind of tells you, yes, you have that traditional, you're very wise, you're very learned. You uphold those traditional beliefs because you're not going to fall into something negative like this person did to you. You're not going to go that way. You're going to go and keep going forward and just keep searching within that wisdom that you have and that higher truth, because you'll get through this. You just have to keep searching for the higher truth, that inner wisdom, the faith, keep on going. And right here in the number 7 position, I love this card. It's in the victory position. It's in the victory position. Look at this. It's justice, major arcana card here. The card of justice doesn't mean getting back at anyone or anything like that. It basically, what it means in this case is the card of justice represents fairness and honesty and acting in an ethical manner, which obviously we know this person didn't, but you can act in that ethical manner. So justice means being accountable, taking responsibility for actions. You can see the scales of justice is kind of like why she's holding them here, and she's kind of standing in here as well with both feet on each side, delicately balanced over the river of truth there. So it just kind of is a good reminder that even though events in our lives may seem unjust, there is a divine order, and you kind of have to trust it. There's a divine order to what's going on in your life. And, God will take care of this. If whatever your spiritual belief is, whether it be karma, God, whatever your faith is, someone else will take care of it. There will be justice. You don't have to worry about it. Do not give into that negative energy. You keep going and healing. That's what you need to focus on at this point. Okay, so keep healing. Now, this person here that you have to dissolve this with, that you might be having that relationship issue with, seems to be a water sign. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I just wanted to make sure I did note that because I believe I didn't note that earlier. And then right here in the 8th position tells me what you really want. And obviously is a 9 of Swords. You kind of want this to be over, this pain to be done. It reveals that you want this relief from this distress, this pain that some of you are going through. I'm so sorry you're going through that pain. But, you can get up. You have, pick up that last sword and keep moving forward. Just like this one, it's just very resonant of it, showing that want to keep moving forward, and you have family and friends that do care about you. You have that strong connection. um, you know it will lift you. This card reminds you that you'll be able to lift yourself when you forgive yourself and move forward. So in a way, you're kind of keeping yourself down because of all the grief that you've been going through, and maybe the blaming yourself if somebody stole something from you. But whether it be stolen time, stolen physically, something stolen, it's basically reminding you you can get up, you can get up, get your sword, pick up and go through. You can even go through the swords if you need to. Just, pick up the sword and keep walking. Don't stay there and wallow in that negative energy, because it's not serving you anymore. It's time to get up. It's time to move forward, and it's time to forgive yourself. And I know that's one of the hardest things that we need to do, and sometimes it's the thing we don't even realize we need to do. Sometimes you're just in that relationship where you're like, I should have, could have, would have, you know? So this is a time for you to kind of say, okay, I forgive myself, for, and I am accountable for my part in it as well, because you did continue to be in that situation, you're trying to make it work, but it just doesn't work. And that's okay. Some things don't work. Some things are meant to be a lesson in our journey. And now it's time for you to move on and get that going. You can see the light of hope already coming through. Now, right here in the number 9 position, it's kind of like the trunk of the tree. It tells me, okay, this is how you see yourself or how others see you. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Very appropriate card. It is an Earth card, Earth Pentacles. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. You can't get better, much better than that. So it is, people see you as you having the means to reach a goal or manifest your dreams. It represents the ability to attract what you need in order to prosper, but while remaining grounded and down to earth. So you're not letting things, like once you get somewhere, you're not going to let it get to you and be like, oh, I'm better than this, I'm better than so and so. You're going to still be grounded and down to earth, and that's really important. But it's also important to be realistic. This card also reminds us to trust in the help of reliable people around you. So again, reliable people. So you have to make sure they're really reliable, really your friends. And of course you have their backing here. Just kind of make sure you kind of lean on them a little bit if you need to, just to get that extra perspective, extra strength, encouragement. Then, of course, at the outcome card where everything kind of radiates, or it's radiating out, is going to be the Seven of Wands, which is kind of like at the root of the tree. The Seven of Wands, it is a card of conflict and struggle. Again, going over here with that conflict and struggle that you're having, see how the heavens kind of mirror what's going on the earth here. So basically with this card, you have the Seven of Wands, and it is a card of conflict and struggle. But even though he's outnumbered, and has been taken kind of off guard, he still has the upper hand. He's still gonna do well because he has the big dragon on his side, his shield ready to go, and his wand. So no matter if they kind of caught him off guard, he still has the strength to move on and go forward. So this is a really important card that tells you keep going forward. There's still hope there. You're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna come out well. You want to keep that positivity going. Whatever happens, happens for a reason, and I do firmly believe that there are no coincidences. So count those blessings. All of a sudden, things start opening up for you, and it seems like it's going to start, but you do have to let go of this pain that you're going through. Count on your, on your religion, on your faith, on your family, your friends. Keep that inner strength going. Right here, you have it over here to in the victory position. Come on, have the card of justice. This is such a great card. Great energies there. So let's go ahead and see. Right here we have the pillar of severity. Over here the pillar of mercy, as you go up, as you go down here, you see it's the pillar of harmony. It kind of balances out the pillar of harmony, right? And of course, even within each column, you have your polarities as well. So as you go up, again, up the pillar of harmony, kind of gives you a little reminder, keep fighting the good fight. You'll be okay. You'll come up ahead one way or another. Whether even though you're learning a tough lesson, you're still going to come up ahead. You still have the Ace of Pentacles here with all that positive energy going. The Justice, card in the victory position, best card you could have there, right? And then of course you have your foundational, your energy, that all the energy surrounding with your religion, your faith, your strong beliefs that you have right here, letting that pain go, all these swords, these airs. Could be, for some of you, it could be dealing with an air sign, not particularly a cup sign as well, right? So you kind of just want to keep all that in consideration, kind of getting through this pain, not looking at what you've lost and staying in this negative thought, but staying in this positive position where you're going to turn around, look at this, and keep moving forward. Here again, she's walking away and she's moving forward. She's going to get up here and she's going to move forward. So, after all, you do all of this, hopefully the struggle that you've been going through, whether it be financial or emotional, which is very evident here, you'll go through with the help of your friends and your inner strength and your wisdom. And then, of course, flipping this card over to making it the Nine of Pentacles, where you'll be more comforted, more stable, or maybe even more financially stable for some of you, but definitely more emotionally stable, and just kind of getting back on the path that you want to be, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So I hope this reading will resonate with some of you and will actually give you a better perspective, a more positive perspective of what your situation is. I like with anything, the pain won't last. Give it time. It'll dissipate with time. And you do have to give yourself that forgiveness of yourself in order for you to be able to do that. So don't hold on to that pain anymore. Let it go. Don't keep dwelling on it like she's here. Let it go. Keep moving away. Everything is just telling you, just to know that there is karma. There is a divine, it's so connected here. There is the divine, order in the universe. Whether you believe in God or you believe in karma, whatever your spiritual beliefs are. But there is a divine order, and what comes around will go around, and you don't have to do anything about it. You just stay in your right track. You stay in your right mind because you want to keep those energies positive, letting go of those negative energies. I hope you've enjoyed this reading today. If you'd like a personal reading, I am doing personal readings. You can reach me at my a sweet tree of life tarot at gmail.com. I do have a link available there on the channel. Please do like and subscribe to my channel so that I know that you want me to continue making these videos for the future, for next month. And I do thank you for your time and for listening to this video and this reading. I hope it's brought you more peace, and I wish you lots of peace, love, and light. Have a good rest of your month. Goodbye.